Okay.
There's one person still trying to connect to audio. And I don't see.
Vince Catalano. Vince, is your client going to be appearing, or you?
Henry's appearing. I was just on the phone with him 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
So he will be
Yes.
connecting. Okay.
We'll just have to wait. I don't see him.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, Henry, are you,
Yes.
you're appearing as Michael Regan on our screen?
Oh, okay. All right, this is okay. That is our CAD designer. I'm using his Zoom account, I guess.
Okay,
All right, I'm here.
that's fine. But if you can just state your name before you speak so that we know for the record that you're the one.
Correct. I don't know why I don't have video. I see that. I got a thumbs up there, but I see everybody else. Okay. If you could, maybe Cassandra could help me with that. Yeah, Cassandra, could you come in here for a second, please?
If the court reporter has something to say, can we unmute Francis? Yes, Francis, did you?
Yeah, I was just asking Henry. I don't know his last name. I don't know who he is.
Henry Hatfield.
Hatfield?
Yes.
Okay. And also, Mr. Capolino, last hearing, we had Mr. Dan on the corner there, and I don't know who that is either.
He's here again.
Yeah.
You want to change your picture? Or you wanna...
I just put him Dan, member of the public.
Can you, Dan, can you, I mean, yeah. All right, Dan, now you're unmuted.
Hi, good morning. This is Dan with Atlantic Testing, just listening in.
Can I have your last name, Dan?
Moore, M-O-O-R-E.
Thank you.
And what company are you with? I'm sorry.
Atlantic Testing Laboratories.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's now 10:33. I'll open the public hearing. And before the public hearing began, I had marked some documents in evidence, and they've been sent on to Francis Elmas, our court reporter. The first document marked as hearing officers exhibit number 1 in evidence is the notice of public hearing in this matter, indicating that this public hearing will be held by a Zoom conference on November 10th, 2020 at 10:30 a.m. local time. I had marked as hearing officers exhibit number 2 in evidence the October 27th affidavit of a representative of the Poughkeepsie Journal indicating that the notice of public hearing was published on October 27th, 2020. I had marked as hearing officers exhibit number 3 in evidence the October 26th, 2020 affidavit of Jenna L. Jones indicating that a copy of this notice of public hearing was served upon the Honorable Alan Bell, the supervisor of the town of LaGrange, upon Dr. Brendan Lyons, superintendent of schools of the Arlington Central School District, and upon the Honorable Marcus J. Molinaro, Dutchess County Executive. I had marked as hearing officers exhibit number 4 in evidence the October 23rd, 2020 letter of Timothy Dean, chairman of the Dutchess County Industrial Development Agency, appointing me the hearing officer in this matter. And so with that, I will now open this public hearing. I don't know whether, Vincent, you want to make a brief statement of what this project's about, or for the record. You're paying by the page, understand.
Got it. Thanks a lot. My name is Vincent Catalano. I'm the attorney for Hatfield Metal Fab. This is a Hatfield Metal Fab is a metal fabrication company. They've been in business for many, many years. In 2018, they made a request before the IDA for some tax relief because they sought to expand their existing facility by adding a 30,000 square foot structure onto their or I'm sorry, a 50,000 square foot structure onto their existing structure. The reason being that recently they've encountered some difficulty in obtaining new jobs. Over the years, they've acquired more equipment, and that's taken up the space to do the additional fabrication. Most recently, they were unable to bid on a job which the IDA is familiar with. It's called a Cricket Valley project. It would have been an ideal job for them, but for the fact that they simply didn't have the necessary infrastructure to complete the job. The new facility will allow them to do jobs like this. It's going to be a taller building. It'll be allowing them to manufacture additional items. It will add about 12 permanent jobs to the facility, bringing the total number of jobs at the facility to 64 permanent positions. When the application was made, my client didn't realize that when he made the application, it was just for the metal structure itself. It did not include any of the interior fit-ups or any of the electrical work, carpentry, things of that nature. And the reason is that he didn't realize that the sales tax that was that the subcontractors were going to be paying would be passed on to him. He didn't realize that they would be paying sales tax on the materials that they were providing for the project, and then in turn that sales tax was being passed on to him. So when he started getting estimates, they were significantly higher than what he realized. So what we've done is we've revised the estimate, and there is an October 28, 2020 detail of the breakdown of materials and labor for this cost, and then the amount of sales tax that would otherwise have to be paid. So the increase is for a sales tax exemption of $186,542. And again, this is really more just a correction than anything else. There is an increase in the original estimate of construction. There has been some time that's gone by, and the cost of construction, especially during this COVID crisis, has gone up significantly. So that's about what we've got and why we're making this request.
Okay, thank you. Members of the public, we'll start. Doreen, can we unmute Doreen? We'll give her the opportunity. Understand, Doreen, we did receive an email from you and from your husband, Jim Beretta, and those will be passed on to the board along with a transcript of this particular public hearing. So is anything additional you would like to add to this particular matter?
Yes, I would like to speak. Thank you. So again, I'm opposed to the additional financial assistance for the project. And while the attorney said that for the project said that this is just more of a correction than anything else, I'd like to say that the original exemption was only for $16,250. And now the exemption is for $186,542. So I don't consider that just a minor correction. And the other thing is, I still don't understand how, they claim that they were, the original application only had, and this is their words, the shell of the building cost. I mean, in the 2018 resolution, it specifically said financial assistance was for construction, improvement, reconstruction, repair, renovation, installation, furnishing, and equipping of the site. So again, I just don't understand how they can still claim that they only thought it was the for the shell of the building. And I'd also like, the numbers are all over the place in here. And first of all, I'd just like to say the notice of public hearing That was questionable because it refers to a letter amendment about the additional financial assistance. It says it's dated September 28th, 2020, but the public hearing notice failed to state that there was a subsequent letter amendment dated October 28th, 2020 that had totally different numbers than the September 28th, 2020 letter amendment. So this has really been all over the place. And my final comment again is the board should ensure that the accuracy of the prior pilot calculations, if they still apply, determine if they're affected by these changes, because the total project value has changed, the total project cost. So any changes to the pilot, needs to be determined if there are changes to the pilot. Thank you.
Okay, but just a clarification, the notice of public hearing was sent for publication prior to the October 27th publication. At that time, we were working with a figure where there would have been $200,000 in sales tax relief sought. And then as Mr. Hatfield went through and got more of his quotes in from his contractors, he was able to determine that the amount would be reduced to $186,000. And so that was included in the application. So the proposal before the board is for some, $13,000, $14,000 less than he asked for in the September 28th matter. So I don't think we are at this point adding anything. He's actually subtracting, reducing his request. And I think the board would always consider that to be an appropriate matter, but it couldn't have been provided, the notice couldn't have been provided in the notice of public hearing, because that was actually published on the 27th, the day before Mr. Hatfield was able to gather all the information and ask for this additional modification. So that's all we have. So now, Doreen, I guess to open the mic again for Doreen. I mean, if Jim is not here, he's not, I know that he wrote a letter as well, and his letter will be passed on, but he's not going to be attending at this particular.
He will not, but thank you for checking.
Okay, thanks. And Dan, did you have anything? I see you're listed here. Can we open Dan's mic and ask if he wants to, Dan Moore, is it? So ask him if he has anything to say.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, with that, I will, nothing further. I will now close the public hearing. Thank you all for attending. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.